Dragonfly and Damselfly. Keynotes are the power of light. Dragonflies and damselflies are very ancient, with estimates of having been around for over 180 million years. They have a beautiful jewel-like coloring. The bright colors take time to develop, reflecting the idea that with maturity, our own true colors come forth. This is a part of dragonfly medicine. For many, it is difficult to tell the difference between a dragonfly and a damselfly. Dragonflies have broad bodies and enormous eyes. Damselflies are more slender and delicate. When dragonflies are at rest, they hold their wings out like a glider and sit, lying in wait to snap that insect. Damselflies will fold their wings over their backs when at rest. So the way to tell the difference between if you're inspecting the lovely dragonfly or the delicately lovely and so magical damselfly. Damselflies rest with their wings to their back, and dragonflies rest with their wings spread out. Dragonflies will often eat while in flight. Ooh. And damselflies will always land before eating. Interesting. Both are known for their fast flight and their dazzling aerial feats, as if imitating how light itself can be moved and directed. They twist and turn, change direction in an instant, hover, move up or down, and even fly backwards. Dragonflies are sometimes known as mosquito hawks, both by the damsels and the dragons. Are excellent hunters of flying insects. They can fly at up to speeds of 30 miles an hour, and their eyes help spot flying insects. They can spot movement 40 feet away. They use their sharp, spiny legs and strong jaws to capture their prey. Dragonflies and damselflies inhabit two realms, water and air. The significance of this should be examined. In their early life as a nymph, they live within the water. This is pretty incredible. As they mature and go through their metamorphosis, they move to the realm of air. It is not unusual to find individuals with dragonfly totems to be very emotional and passionate in the early years. But as they get older, they learn to balance it with greater mental clarity and control. Sometimes it can indicate that the emotions have gotten shut down because of emotional issues in early life. Remember that the dragonfly and damselfly are always found around water. There must be expressions of the emotional and the mental together. So, if a dragonfly has shown up in your life, you may need some fresh air in regard to something emotional. You may need to gain a new perspective or make a change. It may indicate that you are neglecting your emotions. Are you being too rational about everything? Ask yourself. Are you not keeping the color of emotions alive. Dragonflies, surprisingly, are very territorial. Who would have thought? I'm getting something to drink here. Powerful totem. They will lay their eggs within their territory near the water. The egg eventually develops into the nymph stage of metamorphosis in this insect and remains a nymph for almost 2 years. It's pretty incredible. I'm going to chime in. They look like little underwater cockroaches and they breathe out of their butts. It's awesome. Especially when you get to physically observe them going through their metamorphosis when they crawl out of the water and find a rock, typically the underside of the rock, to keep them safe from predators. And within 30 minutes, they've, began to spread their wings, and it's like a shaking. It's incredible. It far surpasses the butterfly. Underwater to flying in the air. Wow. All right. Where was I? So this insect remains a nymph, right, for almost 2 years before it transforms into an adult dragonfly or damselfly. This can reflect a number of possibilities for those with this totem. It can indicate the appropriate or approximate 2-year period of change is about to reach its culmination. It may reflect that you are coming into a period of transformation. It may even reflect a need to institute changes that may culminate in the colorful transformations you desire within a 2-year period. So, only by examining your life and activities will you begin to understand its specific role. Just as light can bend and shift and be adapted in a variety of ways, so can the archetypal forces associated with the dragonfly. It is one of the most adaptable of the insects. It is why it has been able to survive for so long. Dragonflies have 2 pairs of wings, but if need be, they can only fly with one. They can fly with only one. That's pretty incredible. Their eyes are kept clean, with special combs on their legs, and by washing the eyes with water drops collected in the mouth. Their main predators are frogs and birds. Particularly the frog should be studied by those with this totem. Examining its information found in the last chapter will help you with this. I know the frog's keynotes are transmutation through water and sound. So, the dragonfly's realm and damsel is the light. And they are only out during the day, as they are cold-blooded. Summer is their most powerful time, as they need warmth and the light of the sun. For those with this totem, this will be very important to consider. Spending time outside in the sun near fresh water sources will be very beneficial on their legs by washing the eyes with water drops collected in the mouth. Everybody needs to spend time outside. So for dragonfly people, those with the dragonfly totem, You must spend time outside, as it will be beneficial to your body, in essence, restoring and changing health conditions for the better. Benefits dragonfly people. Makes sense. Although some have colored pigments in their skin, for most, the colors are caused almost the same way rainbows form. Structures in their shells scatter and refract the light, making them look iridescent green and blue. And as they age, they may pass through several color changes. This ability to reflect and refract light and color has caused it to be associated with many forms of magic and mysticism, including color magic, illusion, causing others only to see what you wish, and more. Dragonfly's magic is the power of light, and all that has ever been associated with it. Dragonflies and damselflies are often depicted in Japanese paintings, representing new light and joy. To some Native Americans, they represent the souls of the dead. Some stories speak of a time in which they used to be real dragons. Often we assume dragons have to be gigantic beasts breathing fire, but the fantastic creatures of the Fey realm often come in many shapes and sizes. Dragonflies, because they are mythical relatives of the ancient dragons, are wonderful links to working with nature spirits. For more information on them, you may wish to refer to my earlier work, Enchantment of the Fairy Realm. The dragonfly and the damselfly reflect and work with the sun and the light. The light changes throughout the day, and the dragonfly and damselfly undergo their own transformations. So, if they have shown up, look for change to occur. Or ask yourself, are you resisting change when you shouldn't? Dragonflies remind us that we are light, and we can reflect the light in powerful ways if we choose to do so. Air quoting here. Let there be light, end of air quote, is the divine prompting to use the creative imagination as a force within your life. This is a part of what dragonflies and damselflies teach us. Life is never quite the way it appears, but it is always filled with light and color. Dragonfly can help you to see through your illusions and thus allow your own light to shine forth. Dragonfly brings the brightness of transformation and the wonder of colorful new vision. Aho.